Hey guys, Seja here, and another one of our roots that came in today is some fresh dandelion root, and I love dandelion root. You know, it's one of those plants that's really easy to overlook, and it's like, oh yeah, dandelion, it grows everywhere. Everyone knows what a dandelion looks like, and it's one of those herbs that's such an incredible herbal medicine, really a simple herbal medicine, pretty straightforward in the way that it works, but super reliable and valuable and widely available, which is what's so great about it. So I think it's good to differentiate the uses and properties of the root of dandelion from the leaf of dandelion. Both are great bitter tonics, but the root tends to have more of affinity for the liver, the whole hepatobiliary system, whereas the leaf tends to have a stronger affinity for the kidneys and the urinary tract as a diuretic. And we also see the leaf has a lot of nutrients, which is what's so cool about a lot of our herbal diuretics, is that they have all of the minerals and electrolytes that are depleted through diuresis, has all those minerals in there, like the potassium and things like that. But so dandelion root, it's a pretty straightforward herbal medicine, which is what I like about it. It's really reliable as just a good standard all-around bitter tonic, increasing bile production from the liver, bile secretion from the gallbladder, increasing hydrochloric acid secretions in the stomach, pancreatic enzyme secretions, small and large intestine secretions, just kind of getting the whole digestive system ready to move, which is what's so great about it. Now, like most bitters, dandelion's quite cooling in nature, so that's one of the energetic dynamics of this plant that you have to be really aware of, where if you have someone that tends to be really cold, you want to be aware, be cautious of giving them strong bitters. Now, dandelion's, I wouldn't say it's a strong bitter, but, you know, it's a good, reliable bitter. And one of the things that I was noticing as I was looking at is, if you can see that when the root is cut there, it kind of has this pinkish red color on the inside there, which we're always looking at signatures, that the plant's always communicating to us its uses or its properties. And that to me says that this is a remedy used for heat, right? Whenever you have that redness or kind of pink color, that's usually an indication of a heat excitation kind of tissue state. And of course, we see that dandelion's a great cooling, bitter remedy, but also draining to excess fluids and dampness. So therefore, you want to watch out with like a vata kind of sanguine constitution, people that tend to be a little bit on the colder or drier side. But it's going to be really great for people that tend towards damp heat, right? Conditions where there's damp stagnation and heat and inflammation that goes along with that. The way my teacher Matthew Wood describes it is kind of heat baking down the fluids in the body. And one of the key indications that we'll see for dandelion is what he calls the mapped tongue, or the geographical tongue. Someone sticks their tongue out, and it's almost like there's chunks of the coating missing on the tongue, or it almost look like a map, like geographical, and a lot of red coloration, which shows deep heat, kind of baking down the fluids and kind of heat toxicity in the system there. The other thing that I like to say about dandelion, because I always think about the astrology, is that it's ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter, of course, rules the liver. So this is one of our primary liver remedies. I think dandelion is a great place to start as a base for any kind of liver formula. And one of the cool things you see about the signature for Jupiter in dandelion root is that the flowers, the seed heads, you know, we all know that dandelion, the yellow flower, yellow, relates to bile and the liver and the solar plexus, the Manipura chakra, that whole solar plexus region, that yellow color, which relates to Jupiter in the liver. But then you see the seed head, right? And it's got all those little kind of the airborne seed pods, right? Well, we're all kids, you know, pick a dandelion seed head and blow on it and the little seed heads float away. Well, Jupiter rules Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is the sign of the archer, the arrow, that long distance travel. And Jupiter is the planet of expansion, of radiance, of kind of breaking beyond our boundaries and our limitations and having high aspirations and goals and dreams and kind of breaking through those stagnations, those things that maybe prevent us from achieving those higher goals and dreams that we have. And so I just think about dandelion, those seed pods, kind of like Sagittarius, that long distance travel, the way it relates to the liver, and the way it kind of moves that stagnation and stuckness that we feel oftentimes when we're not really moving forward in our life, or maybe we don't feel like we're moving towards our dreams and goals and aspirations, which are all things that Jupiter represents. So anyways, a little bit on Dandelion Root there. And thanks so much, everybody, for checking out this video. Again, 50% off sale on Astro Herbalism and Elemental Herbalism now up until Sunday. This is an amazing deal. I've never put these programs on half off, so be sure to click the link below to get more details on that. And yeah, thank you guys all again so much. Take care and be well.